So I wanted to talk about this, because this is important, especially as Pride Month begins. Florida has banned trans women from participating in sports, and I saw this really just watch this shit.
Okay. First of all, it's not a message to anything other than saying we're going to protect fairness in women's sports.
Okay, so again, there's a lot of people out there that you click on this video, and, let's be honest, you're not that smart. And I'm right there with you, I'm pretty dumb too. It just so happens that this is something I know more than you about. So, fairness in sports. Now, when you really think about fairness in sports, when you really actually delve into this topic, you will find that all sports are not fair. There is no such thing as fairness in sports. Let's look at basketball, for example. Right? Is someone who's 5'3" going to excel at playing at basketball? Probably not. Right? All kinds of people have genetic predispositions to whether or not they are going to be better at certain sports or worse at certain sports. There is no such thing as fairness in sports. If you want to segregate sports, segregating it by gender is ridiculous. Because guess what, motherfucker? You cannot actually have fairness in sports if you just segregate it by gender. That would be like segregating sports by race. It's ridiculous, right? Now, if you want to segregate sports by, let's say, weight class, muscle density, that kind of stuff, body fat percentage, your height. If you want to segregate sports based on actual physical qualities, then hey, I'm right there with you. Okay, I'm right there with you, okay? Let's make sports as fair as possible. But bills like this do not do that. What they do is they specifically target a specific class of people that are already marginalized, that is to say trans women, already extremely marginalized group of people. And you know what else it does? Answer me this. How do you prove if someone is trans? How do you do that? Right? If the first thing that comes into your mind is, check their genitals. All right. So you endorse genital checks on children? Because that's what a lot of these bills are for, protecting women's sports in middle school and high school and college. So you support mandating genital checks on kids. Is that what you support? Okay, so what's your fault? You could just get personal medical records or what? Okay. So instead of on day one of school going into gym class and playing kickball or whatever, right, you want to have everyone go through medical examinations before you play kickball? What? Hey, you said that, not me. I'm not the one who wants to mandate these ways. How do you prove whether or not someone is transgender? Tell me, how do you prove that? Right? Because unless you're advocating for genital checks, which obviously you're not, because that's disgusting, I've got news for you. There's no way to prove it. So a bill like this is pointless virtue signaling. Literally, the only thing that a bill like this does is signal that the state of Florida, the Republican Party, and everyone at this press conference hates transgender people. That is the only thing that this does. It makes the lives of all people more ridiculous, right? Every one of these people that participates in sports is now going to have to go through genital checks, medical record examinations, which is a giant invasion of privacy, right? All this other kinds of stuff. Why would you want to do that on people? And again, if you want to do things by fairness, weight classes, height classes, do things like, body mass index fucking scaling, that kind of stuff, right? I don't know. I'm not a sports person, right? But if you want fairness in sport, if your goal is fairness for all participants to be on an even level as possible, Guess what you would not be doing? Segregating sports by gender or race or whatever the fuck. Because that's stupid. It's the same shit they did in the 50s and the 40s with the fucking Negro Leagues, motherfucker. It's the same shit, right? Instead of actually segregating the sports based on physical characteristics, they're segregating it based on arbitrary bullshit as a way to virtue signal that they don't like these groups of people. That's all it is.
We believe that it's important to have integrity in the competition, and we think it's important that they're able to compete on a level playing field. And
what?
You've seen what's happened when you don't have that.
You see what happened? What happened? You see what's happened when you don't have... Okay, what happened? Are you going to tell me? No? Again, it's the many people are saying trope. Yeah, you see what's going on. Well, what's going on? Don't you see it? Well, no, I don't. Well, you see what's going on. What's going on? I don't know what's going on. Well, many people are saying that... What? Huh? What are these people... But again, right... It's not a message, anything else. This is literally the only thing that this bill accomplishes is to say we as a state of Florida despise and want to kill transgender people and will actively move forward with that project. That is all this bill does. It does nothing to secure fairness. It does nothing to secure accurate fucking, competition. It does nothing of the sort. Because if it did... It would not be based on banning trans people. It would be based... If your argument is that trans women are disproportionately, let's say, like, taller, or disproportionately have more... if that's your argument, okay. Then let's segregate the sports based on those physical characteristics, then. But you don't want to do that. You just want to segregate sports based on them being trans. And that's what makes you look like a fucking moron. So I'm just throwing that out there. People need to understand what this is. Of course this is a message. Of course this is done specifically on the first day of Pride. Of course. Duh. There's no other option in their playbook. No fucking shit that's what they were doing. Them lying to you about it doesn't change the fact that that's what this bill is about. So I need you to understand that. And that shit is intolerable.